Okay. Bored in my car, and I'm in my car bored. My power's out currently. And I've been feeling weird about basically everything in life. That's not your problem. Okay. It's a rainy day, and I'm stuck doing nothing because my power went out. Which, I mean, we're in the middle of a quarantine, so it's not like I had much to do every other day in the last couple weeks. But the good thing about quarantine is that I've been reading a fuck ton. When I was a kid, I used to have like a book and movie review blog thing. It was actually pretty legit for a blog that an 11-year-old might have. And I stopped doing it when I hit like high school and had other things to worry about. But I knew I'd always be coming back to doing that shit because I love reading and I love movies. Like, movies are what I live for, so. And you know, I've been like mega depressed lately, and reading is that one thing that will pull me out of a horrible slump. And I can't say that it's necessarily pulled me out of the slump. Rather, it's just become the thing that I fixate on while slumped, because nothing else brings me joy except for whatever minor, inconsequential thing I'm fixating on at that point, which right now is reading. Which also sucks because my choice of books was kind of bland. First off, here are the only ones that I read. Here are the ones that I read that are hard copy, and then I read like 3 or 4 on my Kindle, which is here, and he's here, and he's like sleeping right now, but oops, my camera died, and that sucks balls, but I'm gonna just try and hurry through this. Okay, so the first book I finished, finally, is Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I bought this when it first came out, and then it sat on my bookshelf. I tried reading it multiple times, like throughout the last year, and it just never caught me. Honestly, I gave this like 6 out of 10 stars. I don't think it had to be written. I don't think that it really makes the most sense. There's like kind of plot holes. Not plot holes, but just like you can tell that it was written by someone who didn't create the original series. It read a lot like a glorified fan fiction, which they just like plucked out of the bin and decided, oh, that sounds enough like canon, let's full send it. Really weird that it's a play. I don't understand why it had to be a play, nor is it written to seem like it would be a good play. I don't know how you translate all of that on stage. I just don't understand. Like, maybe if they made it like a screenplay for a film, it'd make more sense, but like a straight up play, it's a lot of weird writing that really pulls you from the story because it doesn't fit with the rest of the series or the environment, or I don't know, it just like is weird. There's a lot of corny stuff, there's a lot of really awkward stuff. The characterizations, Harry, Ron, Hermione, like the characters we know, Cedric even, were like weird caricatures of themselves. They were not written like they were full fleshed out characters. I liked Scorpius and Albus and their relationship, but those are the only basically fresh characters that we got. Their relationship was good, and the story that they fleshed out with them, like, it makes sense. Like, I understand why they did the whole time traveling thing. It's the only way that Voldemort could really come back and have it be believable. But in the beginning, when there's the trolley witch and she like, spoiler ahead, her arms turn into spikes. I don't really understand. The trolley witch's hands transfigure into very sharp spikes. So I was like, does the whole hand just become like a spike and then it's just like do her fingers each become individual spikes so they're like spiky? Or is it like her whole fucking arm becomes a spike? Or is it just her hand, it just turns into a spike? Or are they like these weird little drill bits that spin like me? Yeah, like, I don't that's bad writing. I don't know. Like, I have in no way any idea what that actually means. I don't know why she's suddenly sinister, why she would turn her hands to spikes, which, like, no, also bad weapon. What are you gonna do, stab? Like, and then it continues. He looks desperately after his friend. He looks at the approaching trolley witch, her hair wild, her spikes particularly spiky. I really don't understand how J.K. Rowling, like, had a hand in this story, but also clearly didn't. Then after that, I read The Infernal Devices, which is a trilogy. It's honestly my favorite trilogy that Cassandra Clare has written. Wow, my camera died literally again, so let's see if I can just quickly get through this in like 2 minutes. Yeah, Infernal Devices, my favorite series by Cassandra Clare. Loved it. Like 8 out of 10 stars. I don't know. The only thing I will say about that series is that I wanted to see more of Tessa, more of her growing her powers, more training like that. I don't know, I wanted to see her like kind of expand on it rather than just like that's her one trick pony thing. Heavenly Fire, it was certainly a wild ride, as you can see. It wrapped in Infernal Devices really nicely. I liked it in the end. I wanted more combat, honestly, but I think it wrapped well together. There are a lot of love confessions, and also the one thing that kind of threw me off was they imply that Jace brought a condom with him in the demon realms. Right before that scene, Simon had been carrying the bag and he like lost all his like food supply stuff, so I was just like, okay, so everything broke, but like the condom survived, you know? Like, condoms, whatever. Okay. And then after that, I have read Lady Midnight and Lord of Shadows. I'm almost done with. I'm at like 92%, whatever. Almost done with that one. And this series I don't like as much, honestly. Like, I like that it's different. I like that the relationships and dynamics and stuff are different, but it just feels less like fleshed out, less like really thought about. Like, everything feels a little bit too forced. Not everything, but like, I don't know. I like Julian's character. He's someone that I really have gotten to like and relate with, and also I like Ty. I like Ty a lot. But I kind of feel like also it's weird how suddenly she just wanted to like, it seems like pandering to a certain degree. Like, I'm really glad that there's a lot of representation, but like suddenly in this series it's like very modern. There's a whole lot of representation in like ways that she didn't have in her other series before, so it seems like forced. I don't know. Yay, my camera just died again. Okay, my camera just died again, but I was literally almost done. Lady Midnight, Lord of Shadows. So far they're okay. I don't really think I like this series as much as the other ones she's written. I don't think I like the characters as much as the other ones that she's written. And I think the plot is kind of weird and forced. I don't know. I expected to like it more, but I think the prequel is her best. Anyways, I have like 5 other books that once I'm done with this series, I can just be done with like Cassandra Clare's series, and then I can move on to other books that I've been trying to read for literally forever. My TBR pile is as large as I am tall. Anyways, yeah, so this has been a whole crazy process, filming myself and learning to be comfortable with the camera and shit, but hopefully I'll be doing it more often. I have a few more ideas of stuff that I do have to film, so yay! Signing off on this crazy rainy day.